What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Now, I wanted to make a Solana video. This is going to be a little bit more of just a talking video because there's something that's happened on the Solana ecosystem during just this run of 2024 that's been further affirmed, or maybe confirmed, but really more affirmed over the last few weeks, something that I think is extremely important, extremely valuable, and something that will lead Solana, in my opinion, to continue to win and dominate throughout this cycle. That's just my opinion, okay? Now, what we're going to be talking about today is overall the development, the excitement, the partnership, the unity that we are seeing on chain within Solana's ecosystem. You know, whenever we were back in 2023 or 2021, sorry, what we saw, and this is TVL, by the way. TVL stands for total value locked. This just goes to show how much money is within the Solana ecosystem, basically. What we can see is that back in 2021, when we got up to say 10 billion, the peak of the Solana ecosystem, realistically, Solana's ecosystem was shite. I mean, there really wasn't much there. It wasn't that good. It was very slow, very unreliable, very boring, very just, it was undeveloped, immature. It just wasn't that good, right? And that is the reason why whenever we started to see the market pulling back, it literally just got drained to almost absolute nothingness, from 10 billion to nearly 100 million. Think about that. I mean, literally just evaporated, disappeared, liquidity drained, absolutely gone, straight to the pit, right? Straight to the void. But what we can see is that as we went through the bear market, the Solana ecosystem, it didn't really do much. I mean, it wasn't growing. It wasn't fun. There wasn't liquidity. There wasn't excitement. There wasn't anything, obviously, up until we started to see Solana catch momentum towards the end of 2023. But now what you can see is that Solana has really started to catch more momentum these days. And its ecosystem not only is starting to grow, but it's starting to thrive. And what I was paying very close attention to was that in a moment like this, especially in the market right now, where we are, right? Where you have a lot of FUD, right? You have these fucking morons all over the place trying to scam each other and expose each other. And at the end of the day, I think that's just not good for the unity of the space, but to each their own, do as you please. I don't give a shit. It's not my problem. But at the end of the day, with where we are in the space, things are not the best. People feel like, you know, the market could be over. People are saying this is the top of the bull market, right? With so many people freaking out and being nervous, I was nervous for the Solana ecosystem in the sense, maybe not nervous, but I was questioning what would happen, right? Because the Solana ecosystem is known to be full of a bunch of jeets, right? It is also known to be full of a bunch of memes right now. It is a lot more immature in the sense of, you know, the growth and the development, and how far it's come has been great, but realistically, there's still a lot more to go. And so because of that, I was concerned, like, the moment that this market turns red, are we just going to see liquidity drain from this thing again? And if it does drain from Solana itself again, then we could be in a position where Solana is never going to be able to accomplish the things that we want to see it accomplish. That was what I was questioning and seeing if that would actually happen. And what we can see here is that, yes, although Solana's ecosystem itself has pulled back a little bit, right, and a little bit of liquidity has fallen, and the one thing to consider is that Solana's price has fallen, so that can impact TVL as well. But anyway, what you have to understand is that it's really held up quite well. It's held up quite nice, especially for an ecosystem that is this new, that is this full of jeets, right? People who sell fast, right? A bunch of paper hands. The fact that it has held up like this, and, you know, over the last few weeks has gone sideways, and it's not just dumping, it's not just disappearing and evaporating. It shows that the ecosystem is one that has longevity. It is one that could be around for a long time, and it is full of people who are committed to Solana, even through its ups and even through its downs. Now, it's amazing as well to see how committed to the ecosystem Solana is. I mean, all you need to do is just scroll through, and Solana's going through and reposting. And I know it's only a retweet, but you have to think of how important that is for these companies and for these projects in terms of exposure, how much, you know, how important this is and how many people it gets them in front of. And you can see Solana's committed to helping them grow in this sense, right? You have so many different companies and projects and teams developing and putting things together to hopefully get their names out there. And it is just consistent. The further down you go over the days, every single day, just retweeting and reposting and talking about and highlighting and shining a light on so many of these different companies that are building and developing on chain, it just puts it in a position to where it almost feels as if this thing is truly established. It is truly where we think that it could, you know, it's headed to where we always thought that it could go. And I think that is a part of the reason why we do see people again like Visa coming in, or sorry, Stripe coming in, and these different companies coming in, and they're facilitating their transactions and payments and their ecosystems, their on-chain presence with Solana, because they do believe Solana is here to stay, and the fact that its ecosystem is thriving, although not essential to something like a Visa or a Stripe or whatever it may be, it definitely does help in the sense that we know that Solana is reliable from an ecosystemic perspective, and that only helps their credibility when it comes to establishing those front-end frontline partnerships. And so because of that, I just think it's huge. I think it's important. And I think the fact that we're seeing this ecosystem maintain its stability in a moment like this just goes to show just how strong it actually is. And those other Solana, the haters who say that it's here today, gone tomorrow, well, as of now, you can kiss my ass, all right? So with that in mind, I mean, you guys know the only reason I'm so excited about Solana is just because I fucking bought the thing really, really low. I was a big fan of it in 2021, 2022. We saw what happened. And as it started to go lower, we got into the double digits, right? And the lowest double digits, right? The $10, $11. I was buying a lot. And by a lot, I mean a lot, okay? And so because of that, obviously, I'm excited. It's one of the cryptos that I own the most of, and it's one of the ones that I have the most conviction in. And so, of course, I will continue to update you as it does play out. Now, guys, please don't forget, if you do actually want to trade some Solana yourself, you can use my CoinW link in the description below. You're going to get up to $30,000 when you do deposit and start trading. And you don't have to worry because you don't need to KYC, meaning you don't have to give them any of your personal information. You can just deposit funds and start trading, and that's exactly how it should be. And the coolest part about it, on top of the 30,000, you're also going to get access to our free trading group, which is the verification link down in the description below, which they're going to give you daily trade signals telling you exactly what they're doing, as well as live trading sessions with our pro traders. And you get a whole bunch of other things like tutorials, market updates, technical analysis, and much more. So you need to go check that out. Don't miss out on that. That's huge value. And if you kind of waste it, it's a little bit ridiculous in my opinion. So make sure you do go check that out. And also don't forget, you can follow me over on Twitter, where I'd like to repost a lot of my ideas and thoughts and things like that at TylerHillYT. But with that in mind, guys, that's about it for Solana's update today. Just talking about the ecosystem and where I think we stand. So if you guys do agree, let me know down in the comments below. If you disagree, definitely let me know in the comments down below. I can't wait to talk to you there, and I can't wait to see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.